What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Tuesday Show brought to you by Blue Light Media. My name's Mikhail, and today I am super pumped for this episode because we have Brittany Boeckle, who's actually the co-founder of Buff Bake, which is a protein cookie company based out here in Orange County, California. We're going to talk about what it took to start her business, and then in addition to that, what goes into rebranding and, really managing the product side of a consumer packaged good. So I'm really excited about that. Brittany, before I speak too much, can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself and why you started Buff Bake?
So I started Buff Bake with a partner in 2014, and we started this company because we wanted something that was going to be, not only taste good, but actually be good for you. Because a lot of things that are good for you don't taste good. We all know that.
Yes.
But this started in my kitchen in Las Vegas. And then me and my partner moved out to California to launch this. And we started selling it in farmers markets. And back then, Instagram, I think, was probably at its peak. And Vitamin Shop found us on Instagram.
Oh.
And it just kind of snowballed into that. And, over the years, we picked up a couple of really great partners who currently work in the business. And initially it had been our protein muffins. So they were little muffins. We called them Buffins. They were Buff Muffins. And that turned into nut butter. And then we launched the cookies maybe 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
But that's just like a quick summary of how it started.
So what was the main inspiration? Were you working out a lot and you were tired of protein shakes and needed something that was like better for you?
Actually,
or more fun to consume rather?
I was starting a cake pop company, and my partner had been doing a meal prep company, and we just wanted to, I guess, combine our ideas and do something that was healthy and tasty.
Yeah, it's awesome. So you recently rebranded it as well. So
Yes.
The packaging is drastically different. The logo is different. Your tagline is different. What was a lot of the thought process behind rebranding? Like, why did you decide to do that?
Well, we, like I said, we initially started out mostly with nut butter, I would say. Mm-hmm. And a lot of our branding was geared towards that. Like our slogan was spread the fit. And we have updated that to fuel for all, because we make protein snacks. So it fuels your body. It gives you what you need to keep going. And we wanted to be more current. Like our old packaging was too busy. Mm-hmm. Our old logo was a little bit confusing. And we feel like, it's just overall a much cleaner look. What
did you feel was confusing about your old logo?
I wish I would have brought some of my packaging with us. So our old logo it just said Buff Bake and had a weight and a spoon. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people thought of us more of like, I don't want to say like an endurance company, but we don't want people to feel like our product is just meant for people who work out, 4 hours a day. Because it's not. It's meant for everybody. It's meant for the person that's just trying to make a better decision, and instead of eating a regular cookie, they have a protein cookie. So we wanted to make it more, friendlier for everybody.
For sure. Can we try one?
Yeah. Do you like chocolate or peanut butter?
I like it all. That's the thing. I'm wondering if I eat the chocolate and the peanut butter at the same time, if it will taste like a Reese's Pieces.
No, those will taste like Reese's Pieces.
All right, cool. Which one's your favorite?
Ooh, the sweet and salty.
All right.
I have some if you want to try them.
So this is good. We gotta do this one too. So, are you making these in a kitchen, and you're in Santa Ana, right?
Yeah.
Are you making them in the kitchen there?
No, thank God. I personally don't have to make any of the product anymore. Mm-hmm. We have co-manufacturers at undisclosed locations. Top secret. Yeah. But they do all of our production for us, and they do a fantastic job.
So when you were looking for a co-packer, what went into that? Like, how did you,
Ooh, that's a hard one. So,
because that's your primary responsibility, is making sure the product is on point.
If anybody's trying to start a food company and they are looking for a co-man because they don't want to do it themselves anymore, it's kind of like it's a relationship. You have to make sure that they have the kind of people there that you want to work with, that you're compatible with the people that are going to be like your go-to man. But on a more technical level, you want to make sure that they have all like the most recent equipment that they could have. Everything's being maintenance, updated. Let me think what else. All of their permits. That's super important.
Have you run into an issue where they didn't have their permit?
No, I vet all of our co-packers very thoroughly because that will get you in a lot of trouble, and then you'll have product that you can't sell. California is very strict about that.
Gotcha. And do you visit them often to make sure that they're like continually making the product good?
Every time we run our product, I go there just to make sure that everything looks good, tastes good. You know, it can't look bad and taste good because people get kind of weird about that. So, you know, and it can't be pretty and not taste good. You just want to make sure. So
you mentioned that Vitamin Shop picked you or found out about you, and that was the first big push of getting awareness?
Yeah, so that was, I want to say it was shortly, my partner Ryan had joined us a little bit, my timelines are not great, but he had joined us, I know, a couple months before that, and then I think they had found us on Instagram, and he ended up working out a deal with them, and shortly after that, we got into all of their stores.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And since then, you're actually now in 7-Eleven.
We are in 7-Eleven, Vitamin Shop. We're in Wegmans, H-E-B, Giant Eagle. I'm trying to think where else. Safeway, Albertsons, Sprouts.
Wow.
And yeah, no, we've gotten into a lot of really great places. Like we are, for a company that's not even 5 years old yet, like we've really gotten into a lot of stores, and we're also in like 20 different countries. Like we do really well with Australia and Canada. And, you know, you would be really surprised, but everywhere, like, I don't know what area it'd be considered, like the Middle East, I guess, maybe India, Qatar, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, all of those countries, huge into protein. You would be shocked. We get a lot of orders from them.
That actually makes sense. And I don't know, maybe I'm bad with geography, but I would assume that that's like North Asia type of thing, especially like India. But that makes a lot of sense because they're not getting a lot of protein from meat, right? So India would want to find different ways to get that protein. The only reason I know that is because my grandma's Indian. So what has been the most effective form of marketing for Buff Bake?
Ooh, so I would say in the beginning, Instagram was pretty much all we were doing. And that's when hashtags still worked. And everything, you know, that was before they changed the algorithm. Everything was still in the same order. It would be insane. We would post something and we would just see online sales just come up. Like we'd get 20 orders in like an hour. It was awesome. And, you know,
jumped on it early enough.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And we definitely rode that wave for a while. And then, you know, the past few years, we've started focusing more on retailers instead of direct to consumer. And the biggest thing that we've noticed is when we do promotions in stores, that's when we really start seeing sell through. Because, I mean, we're still a really young brand and a lot of people don't know who we are. But once somebody tries it, we're good. We just need to get them to actually try it.
So when you say promotions in stores, is this like the person that's like handing out samples to people, or is this like...
You know, sometimes we do that. Back in the day, I used to be in the store doing that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But now it's more of something that our sales team puts together with the store. So, you know, buy one, get one, or coupons, or just the things that you'll see when you're actually grocery shopping.
Gotcha. What do you do to market to retailers and distributors now?
I would have to, I wish I had one of my sales partners here, but from what I know, they, you know, my partner Ryan or Chris will work with the stores to figure out, you know, what is going to get people in, what is going to get the employees to actually sell the product. Gotcha. So I think last year we did a holiday, I don't know what you'd call it, but it was a competition. We had all the employees at Giant Eagle do Christmas displays.
Okay.
And so every Giant Eagle store you went into had like a huge tower of Buff Bake.
Oh, wow.
And there was a competition to see who could create the coolest display. So things like that, getting not just the customers involved, but the employees involved too.
Right.
That's what really helps. Because if the employees don't believe in your product, you'll never sell it.
That's a really good point. So it's not even just about getting like the shelf space. It's like, what are you going to do within, what are you going to do within that individual store that'll bring awareness to it?
Yeah. And
that's an incredible takeaway, I think, getting the employees of the retailers to be involved in it.
It really is, because when you're new at this and you get into a store, you think, oh, well, I'm done. Yeah. But it has to sell off the shelf. You have to have sell through, or it's just sitting there.
Yeah. And then you don't get a reorder. And then it was almost a waste, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. What's your favorite part about your company?
Sorry, I'm taking a drink.
It's quite all right. We'll be back. Just kidding.
Okay, question?
Yeah, what's your favorite part about Buff Bake?
Well, I get to eat cookies all day. So
fair.
When I leave work, I'll go somewhere and people will be like, do you want a cookie? I'm like, no. I'm cookied out. I'm good. Thank you. But no, I love the fact that I get to work with food, and the best part about it, honestly, is we'll have people reach out to us every once in a while and send an email to our info@buffbake about their story and how they were with us when we started and they started eating our nut butter, and it's really helped them lose weight and change their lives. And that's what I do this for. Like, that's what gets me, because it's not easy. Staying in shape is not easy.
Right.
So it feels good to be putting something out there that actually is helping people get to where they want to be.
That's amazing. My last question for you today is, where is Buff Bake going next? Are we moving away from, or are we going to add on to cookies?
Ooh,
is this top secret?
No, our my partner and CEO, Chris, he definitely inspires me, because he has such high energy, and he's always thinking of different things that we should come out with. So right now we've got one potential new product line that we're thinking about coming out with. It'll be 3 different products. I can't tell you what they are. Okay. But it's geared towards keto.
All right.
Yeah. So we're looking into that right now, and then he's had some. I wish I could talk about it more. He's had some really good ideas about some unconventional protein items.
Sure.
Because everybody and their mom has a protein cookie right now. Nobody has crunchy protein sandwich cookies but us.
That's true.
But we want to do something different that might break up the market a little bit.
Okay. That was really good marketing, because now there's like a cliffhanger and you have to stay tuned to figure out what's next for Buff Bake. But if somebody wants to get in contact with you or with Buff Bake, how could they find you?
If you go on our website, there is a contact page. If you just have general questions, you can reach out to info@buffbake, or if you want to reach out to me, Brittany at Buff Bake should be on there.
Sounds awesome. To everybody watching, we really appreciate your time and attention. If you love the episode, we would really dig a comment and share it with somebody that you think it would impact. But until next time, we'll see you on the Tuesday show. And remember, no matter what you do, be sure to put your heart into it.